Hello there, namaste. I'm just splitting this sham marriages up. And that's the thing. It's like, I don't think sham marriages is correct. I think some of them do seem like they're legit. They just don't put in the time to actually do what is necessary. And it's sad. It is absolutely sad when families fall apart due to the fact that they don't realize that there are steps that they need to take. But in the end, it's their own fault. You are illegal. You know you are illegal. And you choose to continue on with the process without going through the system and going like, hey, I've been illegal. My visa expired on me years ago. Can I at least get things done correctly? Because the last one was sad. It was sad. Most likely they're going to go into depths later, but I'm splitting this up into pieces because it's too long. It's too long.
In Stoke-on-Trent, an enforcement team are getting ready to go out on a raid. They're targeting a business they believe is employing illegal workers.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this afternoon's jobs. The visit will take place at a superb Chinese takeaway just down the road called Hu Fook. The gentleman that's said to be there, he entered...
Called to Fook? What? Oh my gosh. It just reminds me of City Walk. The City Walk with the city chicken. The city pork.
The UK some time ago has applied for 3 extensions to a student visa, all of which have been granted, the latest one being 2 months ago. We have no record of him ever attending a course in the UK.
Good.
And he and his wife...
Good. People misuse the student visas. People misuse the work visas. People misuse so many of the visas. That's the thing. It's like these nations, even the US, need visa reform. That's what we need. Deport all the illegals and just reform our visa process to where it's more streamlined, to make it easier for those to know that, oh, these are the steps we need to take. You get an email saying, oh, this, and this. Send it to the person who's filing. I would love to know that after I do my part, as soon as my wife gets her part to do, I know exactly what needs to be done because I was notified about it way in advance. That's how it should operate. But no, it doesn't. It's a complete mess. An absolute mess.
Are said to live at these premises.
Good luck. If the team find the man living at the takeaway here in Stoke, they'll want to know why. He's supposed to be studying at a college in London, 130 miles away.
Be ready to exit vehicles ASAP.
The takeaway is owned by the student's wife. She has applied to stay in the UK as her husband's dependent.
Evening.
Hello.
Hello, miss. I'm from the UK Border Agency, Immigration Service.
Okay.
Are you in charge? Are you in charge?
Yes.
You are.
If the husband is here under false pretenses, then so is his wife.
Rushing.
Officers spot the husband.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? They get to be deported as a family. See? Keep the families together. Unlike the last one where it kind of hurt to see because the guy, you could see that he wanted to be there. Here, that they get to go back together. Isn't that wholesome? Don't you feel all warm inside knowing that these illegals are being sent back to home together? There's just so much more fulfilling about that. I was like, oh, you're scamming the system and she's scamming the system because you're scamming the system. So you both get to go back.
And in a car outside the takeaway.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
And they find another Chinese man working in the kitchen.
Nothing to worry about. Just show me college.
Come and have a quick chat.
All right, don't worry.
He don't know English.
You don't know English?
Can you tell him just come and sit in the front so we can have a quick look?
The team want to make sure each person in the restaurant is entitled to work in the UK. They start by questioning the husband.
Okay. How long have you been in the UK now?
Nearly 5 years.
And what's your immigration status in the UK?
Just student. I just come to see my babies.
Thanks. Just have a seat there for...
The man and his wife have 3 children, 2 of them born in the UK, but it's news to the team. The couple have not let the Home Office know about their growing family.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't understand why you are coming here.
We've just come, part of our role, immigration, is to check employees. that the right permissions to work have been applied for?
Yeah, me. It's me.
You're the employer?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Have you got a list of your employees?
Yeah, you want the paper? You want to see the paper?
Absolutely brilliant.
As a student, the husband is allowed to work 20 hours a week, but he must be able to prove he's going to college.
So you're studying in the UK, yeah? Where?
Got to contact your professor. See if they know who you are. Contact the school. See if you even signed up for classes.
Do you study?
London.
And what's the name of the college?
I just been changed because I finished.
Well, you must know where you're studying.
Eh?
You must know the name of the college you're studying at.
Yeah.
And what is it?
I think I can't remember the name because I just changed.
So where were you studying before?
Yeah, it is same college. No, same in London.
Yeah, what's the name of that college?
The business college.
And what was that address? What road was it on?
Oxford.
Oxford Road?
No, Oxford Street.
Oxford Street? And what was the post in London? What was the postcode?
I can't remember the postcode.
How long did you...
Oh, they're just asking questions, and it's just like, oh crap, I need to think of where it could possibly be. At least do some research. At least figure out, if I say I'm going to go to school, I'm going to say I go to this school. But then, of course, they'll contact the immigration service. Will contact the school and be like, "Hey, is this person enrolled?" No. All right, we're taking them. So it's
study there for?
You're going home.
1.5 years. And what qualifications have you got? None at all?
No.
Okay. Just take a seat for us, please.
The man appears to have little in the way of knowledge or qualifications to show, but he has some papers he believes will prove that he's a genuine student.
It's all right if I have a look at this. I'm just looking for proof that he's been studying. At the moment, I don't believe he's been studying. We get a lot of bogus students coming up. As you say, they're studying in London, working all the way up here and doing no studying whatsoever.
Even though the student can remember little about his studies, he's in the clear. He's provided a receipt for his tuition fees and proof that he's renting a flat near his college in London.
You're not going to be a big multi-millionaire businessman after all.
If he were to be a fictitious student, then he's spending an awful lot of money putting a pretty elaborate plan together. So as far as we're concerned, he's legitimate. He's here today to see his wife. They've got 3 children. His plan is to stay here for another 18 months on a course and then return to China.
The student may be genuine, but the team haven't finished at the takeaway just yet. In a passageway next to the kitchen, one of the officers has made an interesting discovery.
Showing you, just walking past, chair in front of what looks like a wall, move the chair out of the way, give the wall a push, and we've got a hidden bedroom. Obviously somebody's sleeping, living in here. Telly, bed, clothing, etc. Quite well hidden. You could quite easily walk past it and not see that there's a room here. Makes you think that obviously the person that's in here wants to remain hidden from anybody visiting the premises.
Next, the spotlight will be on the man found working in the kitchen. He'll have to prove he has the right to be in Britain.
And he doesn't speak a word of English. Again, if you're going to travel somewhere, at least try to learn a bit. Like, I've learned a bit of Hindi because I travel to India quite often right now, but I still can't really form an entire sentence except for the fact that I can barely, or I speak English, or do you speak English, or I do not understand Hindi. Basically, the bare minimum stuff. But I did my due diligence. I can understand some words here and there. Not enough like I do with Spanish to be able to pick out what's being spoken. I can't speak it, but I can sometimes understand things here and there. But it's whatever. It's whatever.
In Birmingham, the Jamaican man who's just been arrested on his wedding day has
let's
some
hear about
explaining to do. His bride was granted permission to marry him, but he still needed to legitimize his status by returning to Jamaica to reapply for a visa.
Yep.
At this moment in time, as far as we're aware, you are not lawfully in the country. You are an overstayer. It is an offence.
If you granted me the certificate of approval, so you could have...
But the issue is they've already had to track you down. They had to get a team to pick you up. They had to bring you back to the office in order to interview you. They've already had to go out of their way to bring you in, and now you're being sincere about it and polite about it, but at the same time, you can't just be like, oh, if you could just grant me this. I mean, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't look up what I was supposed to do, but they've already gone above and beyond to bring you in. It's difficult to be like, oh, yeah, sure.
Refuse me there, and then I say, okay, no, we cannot grant you permission on the basis that you're an overstayer, so you need to do this and you need to do that. Why? Put me through that, grant me the permission, and then at the same time pick me up from there. That does make sense to me.
Another alternative is to come and take you from your home, but the situation is you may well be there with children. Now, what happened today, you have to admit, was the most gentle way of taking you out of the situation. Why did...
Yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense. With his family around, that could be devastating. That could be scarring. That could develop like this feel of animosity towards the officials who are just doing their job. They did the right thing. As sad as it is, they did the right thing. Because it just, you have to follow the rule of the law. You have to follow the correct procedures.
You just go back to Jamaica a long time ago, save yourself the money and all of this nonsense, get a visa, and come back with a visa.
But it's not really just one thing to say, okay, this was the reason, definitely reason. But things just get dragged and dragged and dragged. And I say, okay, there's that, you need to do something about yourself now. And I started to do it.
Sure.
And I did it. And luckily, it was granted to me. And I said, well, God, I must be lucky.
Yeah.
But, you don't feel so lucky.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, that's what I meant.
Yeah. You're it's not. Because you have the right to marry, but at the same time, you don't have the right to stay. So you can't get married on British soil when you don't have the right to be on British soil, but you have the right to marry. So you just have to go through the procedure again to make sure you're here on a visa to marry. I mean, again, it's very convoluted. It's absolutely insane how difficult the visa process is. So I can feel for him, but at the same time, there has to be rules. It's people who have abused the system. That's the problem. It's people who have abused the system that make it more difficult for people who just want to actually do the part and actually make a mistake and not realize, oh, I didn't actually truly think I was illegal because I've been living here for years. I've been a law-abiding citizen, but you were never a citizen. You were just law-abiding for years that you thought that you could just do it. And that's just not how it works. People have ruined nations just... Of course, you could probably do it in the UK now. The UK now, this would never happen. This would never happen. So, if you happen to return back to the UK, sue them. Outright sue them. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. The fact that it's allowed now in the UK, sue them. Sue them for damages. Sue them for the fact that they separated a family. Sue them for those things. Because you did things what you thought was right. And they've changed the rules on you after the fact. Because it was 2007. His visa expired in 2001. And years down the road, almost 20 years down the road, this would never happen. Sue him. The family should sue. I completely believe it. I completely believe it.
I'm sorry, it's under the circumstances, okay? And all the best in the future.
He's very compliant, truly hurt by the way the situation's gone. But it's something that's going to have to be done, so it's better to do it now rather than later.
After 2 weeks in detention, the man is taken to Gatwick Airport to be put on a flight back to Jamaica. It's a far cry from the dreams he had on the day of his wedding.
See, I think, like, people who are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I thought I was doing things. I think they should be put, like, on an expedited visa. So for what takes me and my wife 2 years, could probably take them 6 months. That's expedited completely, but 6 months in a child's life is insane. It's just a lot. But
we make all the plans. Can you imagine that? Just imagine that. So we got food, we got the art, we got music. Everything was being prepared. And everything just fell flat. So it's just a waste in every aspect that you look at it. And it never has to be like that. I didn't want to go back like this. I don't mind going back. I know going back would have been a part of the process, but not like this.
Not all attempts to use marriage as a way of staying in the UK are based on genuine relationships.
It really hurts to see that because I can feel for him. I can feel for him. That's why I say, sue. If you came back to the UK and the UK is doing what it's doing now, sue. Absolutely. Absolutely. They can't just change the laws on you after you've been a citizen for so long. That's why I firmly believe, like, if you're going to stick to the rule, stick to the rule. Don't open borders. Never open borders. Allow people to get through the actual process and allow them to stay. Give them but don't allow every random person in. Oh no, I'm claiming asylum. No. No. Go home. Go home. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm gonna end it there. That was tough. That was tough. Having his story in, because you can feel for him. I was thinking, oh, it's just Sham. He's trying to take it. It's like, nope. He wasn't. He was just doing what he thought he could do. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm splitting this up. I'm definitely splitting this up. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.
You guys got a video? So bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait on that.